Now, point number 37. This one, this is Maxim 37, the number chosen by Meta World Peace. Are you taking enough hot baths? Is that a maxim or is that a question? What is it?
Well, it is a question, but it's it's conveying a very powerful truth.
Okay.
And this came from one of my Inc. Magazine articles. I was reading about this Japanese executive that traveled all over the United States, and this is in the late 80s, early 90s. Japan was still pretty strong here. The yen hadn't really started its decline yet. And he wanted to take a tour of all these places.
I want to make sure,
America.
for those who maybe aren't aware of this, the yen is the currency they use in Japan.
Yeah.
And you're saying before the Japanese, like before they had kind of a financial problem in the 80s?
Yeah, they had towards the latter part of the 80s and going into the 90s.
Okay.
And there's also a concept called yin and yang. And so we'll talk about that some other time.
Okay.
But anyway, so he's at the end of this tour, he says, "Hey, did you learn much about the American business?" "Oh yeah, it was very good. I learned all this stuff. It's wonderful. I've learned many new things, and it was very good." He said, "What's the biggest problem did you see with the American business people?" He says, "It's very clear. One thing and one thing alone stood out to me. They don't take enough hot baths." And his tour guide is like, smelled himself, like, you do that, try to do this as nonchalant as you can, But he was checking himself and said, "Well, no, we have very good hygiene. I take a shower every day." He said, "That's just it. You get under the shower and you got all this stuff hitting you." And what I'm saying is they don't take time in a hot bath to sit back and just think about what's working, what's not working, what's missing, what's next. These are powerful questions. They just sit back and they think about things. And we don't take time to think, and we don't grow our business.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. I worked for this guy as an intern, and I know of the success they had firsthand. I saw it. I've seen people that have worked for you. I know people. Well, actually, Caleb, who works with us now, his dad used to work with you. And so I know these things.
I didn't know that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do remember
Brett Hutton used to work with you. Yeah, so I'm going through this, and if you know Tim, you're going to know that you're messing with people a lot of times, okay? So I'm going through here, and I take baths every single day for like 2.5 hours. That's like my morning time. Every day.
You do?
Every day. And I
never knew that about you.
You got this information from my wife or my daughter, and I was just like, what is this?
You thought I just put that in as a spoke.
I seriously did. It's so good. So I was like the whole time like, that was like my moment of truth. I've been waiting for that all night. So
okay.
I'm putting it out there.
So you, with the intensity that you run.
Every day, I'm a minimum of probably 2.5 hours. It's unbelievable. And my daughter's on. You can get her. She can turn the camera to her. Is that true? I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah. So it happened. So
it's amazing. So this Japanese executive did not meet you because I think you're about 9 years old at the time.
Dude, it's amazing. I've got a whole system. It's probably inappropriate, but I'll get into my system I have. It's very
that's phenomenal.
Okay, so point 38. Now point 38 is in honor of Mickey Moore, the Atlanta Hawks basketball legend. Mickey Moore. I think a lot of kids at home know who he is. So it says, stop and think. If you don't take time to think, your doing may not be worth doing. What?
Yeah, we're so busy. One guy said we're more human doings than we are human beings. So we're busy, running around to places, getting this done and this, and you think your business will grow, your wealth will grow, your prosperity will grow when you spend time investing in your highest and best use.
Repeat it again, because it was so beautiful.
Okay. All right, so your wealth and your prosperity and your enjoyment in all things having to do with anything that's important to you. I'm thinking of one thing right now because I miss my wife. Everything comes into a place of success when you're taking your time to invest in your highest and best use.
So you have a definite highest and best use there, and that's great. Okay, I'm going to recompose myself.